Yes, I will and share my pain. Hello everybody, welcome. As you can see, I am crafting. And I didn't realize my food buff had run out when I started. So, this is what my macros left me with. I'm not sure how I'm going to make this work.
You can do it!
That's at...
Hey Drago, hi Doodles.
Oh god, I need a calculator.
What do you need to know?
Okay. I have 9533 of progress.
Yep.
The top progress is 10040.
Not seeing that number. I'm
1
looking at your screen.
00.
16. Yep. Oh. The completion is one. Yes.
And I can do basic synthesis for
You need 507 points.
Okay, so I'll need
Which would be two basic syntheses. Yes.
That's what I needed to know.
Yes. 2 basics will get you there. One of the intents, which you're kind of out of CP for, will do it. And in the meantime, if there's any freebie quality gains you can get them. Because you've basically got 4 steps.
Okay, I can actually do careful synthesis, which would be 586 with my current CP.
Yes.
That would be one step, correct?
Yes.
And that will conclude things.
Yep. So you have 3 steps to play around with no CP.
Also note, I have 2 steps of waste not running.
Yeah, I don't remember that one off the top of my head.
That halves the durability cost.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you have basically 5 steps, and one of which you're gonna need to finish it. Yeah, hasty touch.
Yep. Everyone, cross your fingers!
And hope for good conditions so that you can actually use it to recover CP and actually do something.
I can recover CP here, or I can roll my bones, because that'll get me a heck of a lot.
Oh, jeez, that's an excellent.
I'm gonna roll the dice! Pray for my soul! Yes! Oh my god.
That takes you from 38 to waiting for it to come through here. 78. Oh yeah, that was worth it. Couple more hasty touches. Since you've got another couple of spare steps.
No, I'm going to try something here.
Okay. Ah.
Yes, I preserved it! Dang. I still have a couple more.
Mm-hmm. There's another good.
Okay, I'm going to have to complete here.
Yes. 83
yes!
though.
Yes.
Considering that you ran out of juice at 34% high quality, that's really good.
I got lucky with that excellent. Oh my god.
You sure did.
Oh. I have one more item can make. I'm going to go ahead and do that if that's okay with folks.
Sure. Now, what's the cheer emotes? Because I never use them. The ones with the lights.
There's cheer on, cheer wave, cheer jump. Though I believe you can now do them as cheer red, cheer yellow, cheer blue.
Yeah, that's it. Get going. I'm here for you.
Okay, hold on. I have to do some calculations here. The last piece is the half gloves of aiming. Okay. Buff. Buff. Cross your fingers.
Mm-hmm. Nope, cheer blue does not work.
Oh, I thought it did.
So I'm sticking with this version. Which you can't see because your windows are covering everything.
Yeah, and I don't dare move them. Or it might interrupt the macro. Oh man, I can't believe I actually got that last one off.
Yeah. Oh, nope, still, that's the same as last time.
Woohoo!
Oh, good.
Let's put that down there. And do a quick amount of re-equipping.
Yes.
Now, I do want to put this set in the,
Yeah. Yeah, oh, great. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's worth putting into glamour. Especially now that things are a little more compacted and you have a bit more room than you used to.
Yeah. Of course, ripping meld.
Yes. That reminds me I have something for you.
Well, it's gonna have to wait.
Yes. Okay, where's the blue bubbles emote come from?
I think that's Mog Station.
That makes sense.
I think that was originally one of the Chinese exclusives that is now over here. Okay. There we go.
Okay then.
So yeah. What you think?
Looks good. And here you go, your favorite.
I am not your retainer!
Did I say anything?
You didn't have to. I can hear your thoughts. Okay. Let's see if I have enough materia for this. Fortunately, we found the materia vendor in Solution 9. Which took us forever because we are not the brightest bulbs in the world.
Something like that.
Uh-oh. I ran out of materia!
Ah.
Let us go take care of this small inconvenience.
Yes. Wow. Photoshop and Steam having arguments.
They do that. Okay, that's all barred.
Yay.
And a quick touch up on Machinist, including a new Bang Bang.
Bangity bang bang. There we go.
And then another quick touch up on Dancer.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. You okay?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just not where I expected. Which means that's not where I expected.
Yeah, this is the machinist pistol. It is very lovely.
I said sarcasm.
It's very Barbie.
Yes, along with everything else in that set.
This entire set is Barbie.
Since I'm playing around my firearms archive, I have to see this. Oh yeah.
Isn't it special?
Yeah, it looks like something from Madoka Magica.
Yes.
I've never heard.
Oh, yes,
one
they all do.
All the guns. Look, that looks like something she would use.
And this is the bow.
Oh dear God. Of course, I have a problem with
Yeah.
anyways, but that's me being nitpicky.
Yes, well, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah.
The most sanest one is actually the dancers.
No.
Well, for some degree of sane.
Well, you know, you'd be perfect at like some rave or something.
Yeah.
Do those
yeah.
light up? Glow in the dark?
This actually glows very slightly when you equip them like I am currently. When you put them away, the glow fades.
Oh, okay. Why did you wave over your head? You're already gonna have to dance right there.
People say hello.
Yes.
So, shall we head out?
Yes.
Actually, I was doing them as fishing. There we go.
Generally, yes.
I want to swing by Tulio a while so I can throw stuff in the glamour chest.
Right. Yeah, I imagine there's a fair amount of inventory being swallowed by that.
It's a lot better now that all the crafting's done. For now.
Yes. Until the next major patch.
Let's see. I have tanks and healers. I have aiming and scouting. I guess next would be casting.
Yeah, sounds like casting and maiming are the two that are left.
Well, casting or maiming and
Scouting.
striking. Maiming and striking, I'm grabbing the raid gear for those.
Right. But if you were to do them all, that's also what would be left. So if you're skipping those two and only those two, yeah, casting is probably just what's left.
Oops, wrong one.
There we go.
Off and away!
Off into the love and blue yonder. Yeah, this place just does not feel particularly safe to fly in.
No, it does not. Poor Waffles is quaking in his jet engines.
Yes.
He means well. He's trying to help.
Something like that. He's being very helpful. He's flying instead of me.
As for other things that's kind of happened, I went and made a couple posts on Patreon today, one of which shows off Evine. Esvine, who
Isvian.
I went and made the TNG tuber icon for. And she is now very bouncy, so next time we play Atlas, you can see how bouncy she really is.
Something like that.
I think she looks adorable.
She does.
Yeah, I also made a...
Atlas is actually fairly good for that.
Yes. I went and also posted just a text blog of this is kind of what happened over the winter holiday, what I got done, what still needs to be done, and things of that nature. So all in all, basic work day. Also got
Something like that.
walked around the yard some more and posted more pictures of plants. Because the video equivalent of go touch grass.
Yeah. Go see grass.
I got that all posted for next week. Though I kind of gave myself a heart attack and looked at what it requires to monetize on YouTube for that channel.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even worry about it. It's not gonna happen. It's insane.
It's not anytime soon.
Yeah, they want 1 million yeah. Actually, no, it was 1,000 subscribers.
That sounds more likely.
And 10K views per 90 days.
Right.
And like, I don't think I'm gonna get that, but whatever. Go touch grass.
I am glad everyone liked the video that I posted over to your server.
Oh, the proliferation of typos.
Yes. Aggressive symbiont.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes. So how do we fund more research? Buy more books.
Funny how that works out.
Yes.
Ooh, someone's got their Heavensward relic pistol. Nice.
The big glowy one.
Yeah, that's actually a glowing dragon head on that puppy.
Right. I think I've seen it a couple of times before, but not at night, so it wasn't nearly so noticeable.
Must not forget glamour chest. Must reclaim bag space.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Bag space.
Bags in space?
No, just bag space.
Aww.
My own portable hole.
If only it was that big. That would solve a few problems.
This is why I had those separated out. Repair.
It's repairing time.
And will it let me do this?
Yeah.
Nope, it has to be repaired.
Yes. One thing that did get done before stream is I actually did a duty support run of spoiler redacted because the buns are actually close to it, and got another level as Dark Knight for Rylea.
Yay! Okay, let's go speak to the Mumulja. Mumulja? Mumu. Mumu. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. I assume they'll strangle us if we call them Jaws.
Probably. I mean, I probably would.
I would not stop you. But yeah, that freed up a lot of space in my inventory. For the moment.
Yeah. Until you start it all over again for the casting set.
I think the casting set will be worse because I also have to do jewelry for that one, and there's several weapons.
Right.
With aiming, I could bounce off the jewelry I used for scouting.
Oh. Try that again.
Also, has the Valentine's started?
It might have. Hold on. I got a seasonal event. Yeah, I think it started basically at the beginning of the month, and it runs until the 16th. So we have 2 weekends, including your anniversary.
Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming my anniversary.
Yeah, so a week from Saturday, no stream.
I mean, well, I make a correction. It will be highly unlikely I will be streaming my anniversary. Despite the fact that Baron and I are kind of old fuddy-duddies.
Yeah. You'll have a nice dinner, and that's kind of gonna be it as far as I know, but...
You never know.
But you never know.
You never know.
And I'll just celebrate Singles Awareness Day.
Okay, Kajilja, what do you got for us?
Building a better smoke bomb. Rough around the edges. Remedies at the ready.
Remedies at the ready. Fruit of friendship. A welcoming fragrance. I think we've done these all before.
Certainly remedies at the ready. This is the only one we share. Building a better smoke bomb. I've probably done it, but it's been a while. Yeah, okay, this is definitely a repeat. The new smoke bombs you helped us make. Oh, right, yeah, and I've seen that one before.
I think the branch bearer wants to go on walkies.
Ooh.
Gwee! Gwee! Ah, no, it wanted to be harvested. Remember, branch bearers are actually plants.
Yes, they are.
Ambulatory plants, because it is FF14.
Well, they're hardly alone with that in this world.
No, there are a lot of ambulatory plants around here.
Yeah, sadly, Morbles count as that.
And chochos.
Yep.
So apparently, speaking of fishing, I don't know if I talked it not on stream about this or not. Pretty Snacks recently released a half-hour-long diatribe on a fish that recently got introduced.
Oh, yes, yeah, you have not talked about this on air, I think. You told me.
Yeah. Apparently, its window is insane.
Yeah, because for the fishing and everything, the harder to get at fish, some of them require the weather be the correct type.
Some require a time slot.
Occasionally, yeah. And this one is basically wanting, okay, and this is not the first time they've done this trick. It has to be, you have certain weather, and then when the weather shifts, it has to go to certain other weather. They've done that before. This one is especially bad because each of the required weather patterns are like a 5% chance.
Yeah, so it's a 5% chance going into a 5% chance with a time slot.
Right, so it's a 1 in 400 that you have the correct weather pattern. And then you have to have the correct time slot. Lovely.
And people thought the Bob-Goblin was bad.
And of course, the part of the problem is the fact that they're not even sure this is true.
Yeah,
they're still figuring out what the requirements actually are.
Yes.
Because it's been so hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, the fishing community they're kind of looking at this and scratching their heads going, why? Why are you doing this to us, Fisher Dev?
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, this is for one of the big fish. This is not a casual, you throw your line in the thing and pull up a fish, which is kind of what I'm doing.
This is one of the ones that you purposefully go out to try and get for bragging rights.
Yeah, I kind of face-planted hard-walled into Ruby Dragon.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I've tried. But it is also one of the harder to get fish.
Yes.
Apparently it's infamously hard But I'm like, it's not as bad as some of the others I've gotten. They're like, well, have you gotten Cinder Surprise? Yes, actually, I have Cinder Surprise. And I've got Problematicus.
That's problematic.
And the Hobgoblin Bobfish. I probably just butchered the name there. Give me a second, I can look up the actual name.
Oh dear. Once you get to it, give me a few seconds and I can see the name for you.
Yeah, the Bobgoblin Bass.
Ah, okay.
Which can have windows 3 months apart.
Yeah.
It's actually a fairly easy catch once you get the window. The problem is getting the window.
Right. Shall we say, yikes.
Yeah, I used to love big fishing in this game. It was the most excitement you could have at such a chill activity. And let me tell you, you can go from chill to heart-stopping in a moment with big fishing in this game. Okay, how are we looking?
Yeah, that is a good question. I did not. 900 out of 1730. So basically 5 out of 10. Classy ride.
How fortuitous. Then let's head over to the Akoi.
Yeah, they really need to have a, like, multi-seat mount roulette.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Especially now that, you know, mount roulette and flying mount roulette are no longer different.
Yeah, they kind of got rid of flying mount roulette because it's the same thing now. But yeah, I have not been fishing this expansion because I just haven't had the bag space.
Fair enough.
I need to do something about it. Now, admittedly, one of my bags is all fishing lure, so I can go big fishing. I do have stuff here from the Ishgard restoration, which I need to get back to because I'd like to at least say I got the one of the things to max level. But they want a lot of expert crafting for that, and it's just like, no, that's too much for my little pea brain.
Oh dear. Speaking of chill, set zone music to chill.
Yeah, well. I'm just happy I was able to get the
Yes, you should be.
ranged physical taken care of.
As hilarious as that is.
I know! That should be a two-person mount! Come on!
Yes, yes.
Right on the other arm.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Waterfalls galore.
Yeah, this land has seen some upheaval.
Just some. A bit further back in time than Eorzea.
Well, Eorzea, on a geologic scale, that latest upheaval happened, like, seconds ago.
No, milliseconds ago on a geological scale.
Yeah.
Because it's only been like 10-ish years. Oh, great. A work of cart will work for supplies, getting a glow on. All seen before.
I'm questioning one of mine, which is table for too few.
Yeah, we've definitely done the other two. Check it.
Getting the other two out of the way.
Sure. It's got to be a recent one since he's talking about the larder.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it or me?
You could do it.
Okay, just remember there'll be time delay, so don't be afraid to click through as I approach the end of what he's saying. The larder is rebuilt, and our stock of food is plentiful, which should allow us to provide everyone with regular meals. It would seem, however, that the avalanche's destruction has left us little in the way of tableware to serve them in. Actually, I've done this. I'm not sure you have. As things stand, we're having to snatch away plates before someone has even swallowed their last bite, so we can serve the next person waiting. Might you lend us your skills again, and craft us a way out of this quandary? Our worker will have them all the materials you require.
Sure thing, boss. And all my stuff actually goes into the mountain.
Yeah, one of mine is actually going to Garhorlor here. Not that I can't train diet.
So. Yes, let me make you things.
In fact, I think all three of mine are actually outside.
Hello, cat dude. As you
Hey
can
there.
see, it's crafting and gathering day. working on our societies, which we've been sadly
Well, we're
ignoring.
actually starting to make some decent progress on it now that we're paying a bit more attention. Ah. Right. Using design, trade supplies.
Making tableware.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I need
Well, the main reason why I'm doing them on stream is trying to force Rye to do them at all. So...
No, it's not that. It's just we don't have much off-stream time because A, I'm not spending as much time on with you as I should, and B, when I do, we're usually busily three silly tinking.
Getting the crap beat out of us. That's the word you're wanting.
Yeah. Three silly tanks have kind of eaten into a lot of our time that we were getting things like this done in.
Well, it's what we can get with...
Yes, it is. Okay, RTB.
And we get to hang out with friendos, so...
Yes.
That is time well spent. So, in case you folks have been following or not following, a little more interesting news came out of the whole collapse of Ashes of Creation, which was an MMO that was being developed down in Irvine. It was originally a Kickstarter project. They actually put a playable alpha up on Steam for a bit and then took it down. Though a lot of people were questioning why it was folding in some of the words he was using. Well, it turned out that in order to try and generate money, it was sold to private equity.
And that never goes wrong.
So what happened was that the private equity folks wanted certain things that the main developer did not want, and he finally turned in his resignation. I've got one more I need to pick up.
Okay.
And with him, a lot of the leads on the project turned in their resignation. A day later, the private equity firm fired everyone involved in the project, shut the studio down.
Yeah, because that never goes wrong.
The current thinking is the private equity group is going to take it to a developer, probably in China, to get it developed for peanuts on the dollar, with lots of microtransactions and pay to win.
Because that never goes wrong.
Yeah, if we ever see it again, it will not be the same game. It will be a completely different name with the a completely different game with the same name.
Yeah.
Yep. They did indeed, cat dude.
Yeah, I think they might be struggling for the creation part.
Well, unfortunately, they're trying to do an MMO.
Yeah, which often that's your first mistake.
Actually, do we want to just do some fake grinding? Did we finish off
I
with
was
the
kind
gacha?
of... I think we did. Yes. Yeah, that's the first zone. Our current major work is Yaktel.
Do we want to head back to Yaktel?
We could do that. You can throw me into a Dark Knight training. The sooner I can get Dark Knight into the 90s, the sooner I can use it to do feet grinding. But it's a long ways from that.
A lot of people were saying that, but I don't think that's necessarily the case because they did prove they actually have a playable game. The problem is that they ran out of money, which, you're trying to develop something in Irvine, California, which is one of the richest places on the West Coast, short of being where we are.
Yeah, well.
Now, admittedly, there's a lot of developers there for MMOs because of Blizzard and their recent breakups.
Yeah.
And they were making progress and showing updates. It wasn't like this hole that just disappeared into.
Yeah, this was definitely not a funding hole. Oh, yeah, something other than crafting.
Yeah. So, benefit of the doubt, I don't think that was the case. However, it will depend on how Steam decides to qualify. It does qualify under Kickstarter, but that's not the same thing as Steam.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Kickstarter could easily take advantage of, okay, you showed a pre-built alpha, but people paid for this. You should deliver this game even if it's not complete, i.e., release it.
You can't pull it down.
Yeah, you can't pull it down.
And that's certainly some of the thing that,
And of course,
some of the recent activity has been towards more or less ensuring.
for the... Well, there's also... This is the reason why the big hoo-ba-ba with Stop Killing Games initiative over in Europe.
That's what I'm talking about, specifically. Just trying to remember the name. We'll sing. Stick it to the mantis. Pair of sentries manning a watchtower near Ichabrox spotted a swarm of leaf mantises gathering in the distance and do not relish the prospect of facing it alone. Tea time! Gonna have tea time.
Yeah, my gauge is turning yellow and I don't know why.
I can't help you.
I know, there's no help for me.
Well, it's just the fact that I have not even taken that class yet. I'm getting closer.
Yes, you are.
It's like the the next one on my list of things to do once I at least get further along Dark Knight.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who defend Star Citizen, but that game is never going to get out of beta, and they just keep adding and adding and adding. It is seriously suffering from wanting more money, so they scam people so they can introduce more scope creep.
Okay then.
We're talking physically purchasing for hundreds and thousands of dollars ships that have not been built in-game.
Yeah. Okay then. The Departed. After a sudden, unexplained drop in passengers departing from Yachtel's only dirigible landing, officials dispatch an expeditionary party into the jungle to determine a cause behind the track change, only to find the road connecting the port to the port to Ilan Asso infested with deadly flora that have a habit of strangling unsuspecting travelers. The landing now seeks aid in clearing the overgrowth. Raids are the rope snakes.
Yes.
Rope snakes with plumage.
I keep hitting the wrong buttons like a goober.
Okay.
Shows you how out of practice I am with Gunbreaker.
Come on, Boko.
Well,
Just had to get the
considering that
last
you
word
can
in,
log
didn't
in
you?
right now and play the game, quote unquote, it is out of alpha.
Which one?
Star Citizen.
Right.
There's no up, down, or time to counts. It's just fully online. And the servers are fully up and going. It's effectively a game that keeps suffering from feature creep, but doesn't understand that... Yeah... Feature creep does not make the game.
Yeah. Or at least the feature list does not mean the game. It does not equal the game.
Yeah. But if you really want to pay the insane amount, you can log in and play right now if you wish.
I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I think I'm fine too.
Escape Shroom. Ah, yes, we've done that one recently. And that one's the time.
Okay, I'm at 7 currently.
Well, that should help.
Okay, that should be it.
Yeah. 11. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Let's see.
Cat Dude, I will completely agree with you on that.
And my count is currently 31, and it'll be 32 as soon as that time's out. So, yeah, we'll get this done. I was wondering if it was supposed to be something of a wing commander alike.
Well, it's trying to effectively be another Eve without so much and Rand.
Be Eve without Ayn Rand?
Not really.
Yeah. I've heard the title around a couple of times, and that's basically all I know.
Well, I will say it's a less of a scam than Chronicles of Illyria.
Let's see, which one is that?
It was
I know
a
you've mentioned the title.
These are have all been Kickstarter MMOs.
Oh no.
And not a single one of them has ever actually gotten off the ground.
Yeah, they all belong on Meteon's MMO report. So does Ashes of Creation.
Yes.
No, you don't. Get over here.
Name does not sound familiar off the top of my head.
That should be like 33. No.
But then again, I have a very piss-poor memory. I'm sorry. It's true. Now, I'm trying to remember, Shroud of the Avatar, that actually was a Kickstarter project that did go through, if memory serves me. I could be wrong on that.
Has to happen at some point.
But the graveyard of Kickstarter MMOs that go nowhere or are scams is high.
Stabbing Gutward. A band of Mamuljaw troublemakers are looking for an easy fight. You can either give them one or make them one.
or sorry, not Ashes of Creation. Chronicles of Illyria was by a guy in Texas. He started a studio, claims he paid developers, never showed any actual development, and then took the money and ran. And then tried to create another game when they legally had to reform. That game never came out either.
Gee.
Yeah, it's just... And he's reappeared again to try and convince more people that... Oh, we have a follow-up.
Yes. There we go. Boss! You gotta help us! I don't gotta do nothing. I'm not the one who let himself get stripped by this here streak of Berkshire. But I can't have your failings besmirch me sparkling reputation now. Let me show you how it's done. Yeah, show us how it's done! Do realize this is not going to go well for you.
Oh, that's his problem. Not be surprised. The Chronicles of Illyria, one of the things it was trying to do is that, at least according to the design doc.
Okay. At least they had one.
Kind of.
Boss! Alright, no need to rub it in now.
Is that there would be permadeath.
Ah.
However, to handle situations with permadeath, what would happen is your soul would quote-unquote jump to your next heir in line. And characters would actually grow up, have families, grow old, die, wash, and repeat.
That's a little tougher.
Yeah, it's like... you're talking a big game for someone who's never actually developed before.
Moths are tough. Oh, right, this one. The moth flaps its wings in the forest and no one is there to hear it. Does it make a sound?
Yeah, it was
possibly, but it does release a toxic cloud of countless tiny scales that can linger in the air for days, killing both flora and fauna alike, so it's best not to let the moth flap its wings at all.
Yeah, the other thing was that this game was, they released all the quote-unquote playable races for the game, and they were all effectively humans with funny hats, and there were no actual non-humanoid non-human characters, not even humanoid, human. Yeah. It's like all the races were effectively
Forlorn Maiden.
were like, oh, their proportions are different.
Yeah.
Oh, they have green skin, but they're human. But they have green skin. No, dudes. It was just sad. The other one was one called Dreamland, which technically you can purchase, but don't. It was trying to be the everyone to everything sim game.
Okay.
And it was really built on kind of wanting to be a Minecraft model without the Minecraft capabilities or engine behind it.
It's been a popular thing to try and cash in on.
I.e., it didn't have the voxel technology behind it.
Mm.
I mean, the entire thing was practically built on assets that you could purchase from the Unreal store.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not good. And it was... And these were... what's going on with my audio? That's weird.
Oh.
No, I don't remember that one, but just by the name, I think I know where it's going. Cat dude.
I know I've heard the name, but boy, it's been a while. And I don't know anything about it.
We're at 37 to 40.
Very good. Try again.
He is very sad.
Yes. I am disappointed and sad too. Yeah, that'd be the right time period for what I'm remembering, but all I remember really is the title. I don't know that I ever heard anything else about it.
Now, one that has succeeded, though it went through its own trials and tribulations, oh my gosh, is Hytale.
Huh.
That's the, Minecraft-like clone that might actually has the potential to unseat Minecraft.
That takes doing.
It was actually done as a development from a bunch of guys who originally ran Minecraft servers, private Minecraft servers.
Okay.
In fact, they ran the largest one ever, and they developed for that. And when Microsoft bought Minecraft out, they ran into some problems hosting their server because they changed the Lua. So what they decided to do was go, well, we can make Minecraft at home.
Yep.
Started development, was bought out by a Chinese gaming company. You might know the name.
Tencent.
Tencent.
Who else would it be? Go away.
Well, actually, correction. They were bought out by Tencent, but they were folded into the Riot umbrella because Tencent owns Riot whole cloth.
So 2 more.
They forced the development team to change from C++ to a different engine.
A different language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rebuilt the entire game, had a slight beta, and decided to close the entire studio. The original developers were able to buy the property back, redevelop under the original engine, and...
The original code.
Yep. And have recently re-released it for playable.
Okay.
And it's gaining quite the popularity.
Oh, good for them. Sounds like they generally know what they're doing, other than, don't trust getting folded into somebody else's company.
Well, it was right when Tencent did some weird things. Part of what happened was they had one guy who he was Chinese, but he was American Chinese. He developed for the international division of Tencent. He was fully committed to making all the games and their purchases and to mark them as a global leader for games entirely. He was then fired, and everything associated with him was kicked to the curb. And that's when a lot of US studios, it went the Hightail, it went, I forget what else, but there was, last I saw in the document, it was something like 12 or 13 different studios, just cold closed, projects canceled. One of them was Ghost, which was the new MMO that was actually being developed by Ghostcrawler. That name should sound familiar.
No.
He was the lead on World of Warcraft from Wrath of the Lich King till, like...
Okay.
I just
never
after
remembered his
Cataclysm.
name. Right.
And then he was hired by Riot to develop Riot's MMO, which is restarting for the 4th time now.
Oh no.
Come on, you want to come with us. There you go. And then left to retire, but decided he was bored in retirement, so he decided to create his own MMO. The big difference between him and a lot of these other guys is he actually has experience in the space and has done game development for many years. And from all accounts, the game was actually looking decent. But nope, it's dead. All gone. Dead in the water. Woof, woof. Where are you going? Oh, he
Away.
reset! He had like
Yeah.
2 pips of health and he reset, the bugger?
He is smart. He knew how to avoid dying. Free market friend, Yaktel.
Woohoo!
Let's go talk to the bicolor gemstone trader.
That's nice to finally get that taken care of.
Yeah, because that's like
That's-
3 out of the 6 now.
Yeah, 3 of the 6. Do-do-do-do.
And, you know, we've got progress on all of the others. 13 of 40, 14 of 40, and 4 of 40. Of course, that's all after getting them to rank 3 in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So we've actually done fairly well.
1, 2, 3.
40,
Yeah, they keep
70.
promoting and then killing and then promoting and then killing and then promoting and then killing.
Like 89 fates to go across all 3 zones.
Yeah, the ones I'm kind of looking at in the future, though, I may not play them because unless FF14 does something really stupid, which is not out of the realm of possibilities. We've seen it before, we'll see it again.
Sadly. Hi, Raul.
Carry everything essential. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and
a
I
little
don't have
kitty
the-
kitty! And I don't have
the bicolor gemstones for any of this.
them.
Other than like the scale tree, but no,
Yeah, I can get
because
one
we just
of the
spent our
robes.
stuff the other day. Yeah, I can't even do that. I'm at 328.
But Guild Wars is apparent, or ArenaNet's talking about Guild Wars 3 coming out soon.
Yes.
And let's be honest, while we're not playing it, we do actually recommend Guild Wars as a good MMO to go play.
Yes, Guild Wars 2 is very good, and you know there's several places where I kind of hope future MMOs are paying attention to what they did because I think they did it right.
FF11 is still going. It's the MMO that will not die.
Yes. Oh, they need to manage to get it onto a new engine somehow.
Well, yeah, because one of the problems and the reason why development stopped for 11 is not because they didn't have lack of players.
Yeah.
It was because all the things it was developed on and designed for aged out tech-wise.
Well, most notably, one of the things that was built for, you know, it is on PC. It was also built for PlayStation 2. And the PlayStation 2 dev kits are dying.
Yes. Physically dying.
Yeah. So they need to get it onto a new engine so they can, like, redevelop a few things and start adding to it and get it off of Sony Play Online.
Even though they were the ones who actually developed the Sony Play Online.
It's still managed by Sony,
Yeah.
who is still going, yeah, we'll pay the fines instead of fixing the problems.
Yeah. But apparently, there's a mobile game that just came out that was actually developed by ArenaNet
Oh,
for NCSoft. And apparently it's halfway decent if you want to deal with NCSoft. That's the main problem with ArenaNet, is they're owned whole stock by NCSoft. And NCSoft, as a company, I would just love to kick to the curb.
yeah, well. Sadly, you can't have everything.
Yeah, apparently Throne and Liberty originally started development on the same engine that Guild Wars 2 runs. It didn't end that way. Throne and Liberty was supposed to be like Lineage 3.
You headed back to Solution 9?
Oh, I was gonna pop into Shaolani and do a fade or two, but we can just call it here if you want to.
I think call it here just because we're at a convenient spot.
Okay. Yeah, Throne... It originally started development as
We're doing that
Lineage
real
3 on the Guild Wars
Okay.
2 engine. It then switched hands and head of production like twice and ended up on Unreal 5 as almost a completely different game. It came out here. While it wasn't bad, it wasn't great either.
The name Lineage I know, but I can't place it. I don't know its lineage.
And then they released it internationally through Amazon Game Studios.
Oh, yeah, that didn't turn out well.
No, it did not turn out well. And yeah, that's going to be shut down next year, or this coming year.
Yeah.
Even though it actually did okay, but not for the amount of money it sunk in development costs.
That's one of the big problems with MMOs, is they are going to sink a lot of money. So it's kind of hard to not do one that's swinging for the bleachers.
Yeah, I thought Tabula Rasa was... Oh, God. Trying to remember the name of the studio. They're actually European. Funcom.
NCSoft would prove.
Yeah, I think I thought Tabula Rasa was Funcom. And there's a reason why there's a term called Funcommed. They have great ideas. They never quite get them to market the way they should, and then they just kind of abandon them and let them rot. Yeah, the City of Heroes.
A development destination published by NCSoft.
Okay, it was NCSoft.
And it was a Richard Garriott game.
Yes, it was. Tabula Rasa was considered one of the better sci-fi MMOs out there.
Huh.
But yeah, NCSoft kind of killed it. NCSoft killed City of Heroes.
Yeah.
NCSoft thinks I'm a gold farmer.
Yeah.
And therefore cannot play their games directly. I can play Guild Wars thanks to Steam.
Yeah.
But yeah. You can see how I love that company.
Oh yeah. Love, love, love. Yeah.
So, yeah, great love with NCSoft. Not. It's the main reason why I'm like, why does Guild Wars, such a wonderful game, have to be under their freaking umbrella?
But all of this is part of why I had the idea of Mitian's MMO report. Documenting the failed MMOs of the universe.
And I know a lot of people have a lot of love for particularly old school RuneScape. The fact that you can play the original old school RuneScape on your phone.
Okay then.
And they didn't have to make any concessions to go on the phone.
Yeah.
But
the change in computing power is that vast.
But yeah, I kind of like my updated graphics and immersion. But
It could be nice.
That is a me thing. Not all games have to cater to me. But yeah, New World's going away. It's completely stopped development, and they're going to shut down the server sometime mid this year. And they're replacing it with freaking AI games of Snoop Dogg. I'm not joking on this. I wish for God I was.
Well, here's hoping that they find their income is a joke.
Yeah, and of course, everyone... It was like, we did all this to try and get sales of our gaming store, and everyone's like, you had a gaming store?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, part of the cancellation was, and we couldn't make the gaming store fly, and everyone's going, you had one?
I think I see your problem!
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you get people who are moneymakers, but actually aren't into or play games. You don't have to be a gamer, but occasionally playing a game might be on your best interest to understand what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like Yoshi's commentary about, FF14, the original, got developed by people who didn't play MMOs, and it fell flat on its face.
Well, it also had a lot of other problems, but yeah, that is very true.
But that was kind of part and parcel of what caused them. Now, if they'd played the things they were trying to develop for, they might have seen some of the trouble coming, going, most people aren't going to have this kind of hardware.
In a comparison with Joanne's, there's a company out there called Ditto. Ditto. It's kind of sort of named after the old Ditto machines.
Right.
Their original product was effectively a projector unit that allowed you to project patterns onto fabric so you could trace them.
Yeah.
And the woman who originally developed this bent over backwards to try and convince Joanne's that they wanted to carry this Ditto projector. And she finally got a meeting with the top brass to demo and explain why they should carry her stuff. And she came in there to a bunch of suits who had no idea what a pattern was.
Yeah.
Or or cloth. Or why projecting would be important to a seamstress. They didn't know what a dart was. Or how patterns even worked. And they were supposed to head the single largest sewing and fabric retailer in the nation.
Yeah, I have to say I'm seeing more and more large corporation having the problem of showing the Chinese emperor how farming works.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, basically what happened, Cat Dude, is a quick thumbnail rundown.
Yeah.
Is Joanne was the last man standing after absorbing a whole bunch of other national retail sewing chains. It was all originally family owned and operated for almost 100 years. And private equity came in, bought Joanne out, and then all the profit they had literally built up by all this consolidation over 100 years, which at that point, it was extremely profitable. They pissed it away in about 15 years.
Yeah. I was going to say, it hasn't been 100 years than I remembered what year we're in.
Yeah. No, Joanne's was about 100.
Like I said, I was about to say, it hasn't been 100 years, then I said, oh, and then I remembered what year we're in, and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is later than you think.
So, yeah, private equity, bad. I've yet to hear of a company that actually successfully thrived under private equity management.
Yeah. You hear lots of horror stories, and maybe there's some successes, but boy, you sure haven't heard about them.
I have not heard about the successes at all. With that wonderful little bit of tidbit and ranting, it's time to call it a night.
Yes, on that cheery note.
Thank you all very much for coming along this evening. We will... yeah. We will be back this Wednesday for more getting beat up and punched around by the Arcadion.
Yeah.
Darren could say something
arena
about
flipping.
Darren could say something about not being bothered by being punched around by the tyrant, but yeah, we won't go there.
Thank you.
With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yeah, it's been a chill evening, but thank you for coming along for the ride. We'll be here for Wednesday, which will be a little more action-y.
Yeah.
A lot more action-y.
Just enough. Good night.